So if you want to see how I got on with the Primark makeup and whether I like it or not, then keep watching. I'm going to show you exactly what I bought, how much I've paid for it, and then I'm going to show you the application and getting ready with me with this makeup as well. So I'll see you on the other side. So here is my Primark haul. So this is everything that I bought to do with makeup that I found on the shelves that I could start, you know, doing a get ready with me. So let me go through what I've got. So I've got 2 highlighters. I've got one in a kind of almost like a goldy with pinks, and I've got another one that's a little bit more sort of tannified. So one's more of a sort of goldy silver, one's more a tan. They come in at £3 each. I got some Sultry Eyelashes. Those are a £5. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they work out £1 each. I'm going to have to tell you how I get on with those because I bought some from Poundland recently. And I always talk about this strip here around the actual line that goes on your eye here. You know, the bit that actually goes on your eye. If that has been bought cheap, they do it quite hard and then it doesn't sit properly. You need them to be quite flexible. I've got 2 blushes. The reason why I bought 2 was because they were only £1 each. One of them has more of beigey tones to it, so peachy tones, sorry. One of them has more peachy tones. The other one has more pinky tones. So if you're doing obviously browns and things like that, you want to put a peachy tone to it. If you're doing sort of more purples and things like that, you're going to want to put a pinky tone to it. I've also got a high gloss lip gloss. I just got a neutral one. I got the Perfect Finish foundation to see how that was. I got the Honey 2. I don't know how it's going to be on me. I have no idea because I certainly wasn't going to try on the back of my hand with COVID going on. You've also got So Extra for £2.50, which is the extravagant volume and length, but I believe there is one better than that people talk about because I spoke to one of the girls in there who's so helpful. However, they had sold out, so I couldn't get it. Now this is your main thing, and this is your, let me turn my light off, see if that makes a difference. Yeah, so this is your main kit that is really important that you get your blushes correct. Now I don't know what Primark blushes are like because I've never used them. So PS Face liquid foundation brush, that's going to put my foundation on. I've got the shading eye brush, I've got the defining eye brush, and I've got the blending eye brush, and these are dual ended apart from this one and this one. So these ones are, so this one will put my first layer of eyeshadow on, this one will go under the eye, this one will go under the eye, this one will put my highlighter on, and this one will do the blending. Those are £1, £1, £1 and £2, so it's incredibly cheap. You've also got the eyeliner, because like normally a foundation brush I can spend £25 to £30 on. Sorry, don't forget I've worked in television, so I've always used sort of really high-end. It's one of the things, I'm a bargain hunter, but it's one of the things that I always spend money on is skincare and also obviously makeup. So let's have a look at what you've got here. You've got 2 eyeliners, they're black, and you also get it with a sharpener included. Then I also got the brown eyeliner because I do tend to find this a little bit better and not as harsh on me, but obviously black is needed for some looks. I've got a lip pencil, they come in at £1 each. I've got a lip pencil, I've got a luster. The lip pencil I got in toffee, the luster I got in toast. So I got a concealer stick, and then I got 2 foundations and contour sticks, one in a dark and one in a light. And then I got this, which was the Masterclass palette, which was the best one for me because quite a lot of them are glitter and you don't want to put the full eyeshadow and glitter, and I want to use the same one. However, it smashed because it dropped on the floor. They did give me £1 off. It wasn't my fault that it smashed. So this colour has come off and gone everywhere, but obviously nobody's touched it, so I'm going to clean that up and see if it's worth its while. The reason why I loved it was because it's got so many different colours. So you can go for your neutrals, you can go for your pinks, but you can also go for your blues and yellows and greens, which I love. So you've got a lot, and then of course you've got your darks like your blacks, so you can do your smoky eye with. All of this today, Frankie Jack's just on the side. Say hello. Hello. All of this today comes to £44 and 30 pence. So obviously not a lot for what you're getting, but it's still a lot of money. But it's not a lot for what you're getting. What compared to I can pay, you know, that just in a blusher brush. I am going to have to use my own primer, which I'll show you what I use, and depending on whether that comes with glue, I can almost guarantee the glues that you get with these aren't good, and you need the duo glue, and I'll show you which duo glue to get. So let's get cracking on with it. So is this going to be good enough for television? Let's find out. So first of all, I started by using the concealer in the highlighted areas before I applied my foundation. I'll just let you quickly know, I'm trying to get ready with me, Dom. And I've got two boys in here nattering the heck out of me. Go away, both of you.
Come on, let's go and make some noise in the back garden, Frankie J. We'll get the chainsaw going.
Bestie Westy doodahs. I just said just give me like 20 minutes, half an hour. I can never get ready in peace. It's the story of my life. I've always got Frankie Jack swinging around my neck. I think I talk about a lot about this on television. Anyway, I use a foundation brush and I put on the foundation that I got. I think I said at the beginning it was called Honey 2. Just doing the contour areas to give you that definition and those cheekbones. These are the certain areas that you do it in. I'm using the Chai. I'm using a foundation called Chai that you can also use as contour. You've also got the lighter one, you can use a highlighter. The lighter colour that I'm using for the highlighter, I've used as porcelain. So you can see which areas that I'm putting these on. If you want to know more about this, leave it in the comment section below and I can do a video on how you highlight and contour. But for this video, I'm just showing you how great the makeup is from Primark. Next up, I'm going in with this fabulous coloured palette, but what is it going to be like? Don't forget your makeup brushes are absolutely essential. Don't ever use those little tiny sort of padded applicators, they're no good. So I showed you all the brushes that I bought at the beginning. I'm going to use the flattest brush, first of all, to put the creamy eyeshadow on my eye to see how it looks. I always do this on the corner of my eye just to give it that sort of lighter look. And I always pat on the makeup first and then I put it on the back of my hand before I go in and put it around my eye. So different makeup brush now, and this is a fatter brush that allows you to do swirling motions. I'm going in with quite a light brown to give contour around the kind of socket area of the eye, and this gives a sort of a really lovely finish. And then I'm going to just quickly go in with a darker one around the corner of my eye, and this is the way I love to do my makeup. Can you see how I'm doing swirling motions? And don't forget to pat it on the back of your hand all the time, and that takes off any excess that could go onto your eye. I also switched brushes back to the dual ended and just went underneath my eye. Next, I'm going to use this fantastic, now I know how great the highlighter is because I've actually been using this for maybe a couple of years now. So I'm going to use like a goldy tony highlighter that's going to go just on my brow bone here, just under the eyebrow. And I'm also going to use this on the cheeks after I've used the blusher as well. Next up is the eyeliner, and I'm actually using this really lovely chocolate colour because often I find that this sits better on my eye. Obviously, if I'm doing a really smoky eye, I'll go with a black. Look, I've just made a mistake. Now, this is a really easy tip if you do this. You don't need to take all your makeup off. You just smudge it in with your finger, and I'm going to do the other side now to make the mistake on that side, and that gives you that definition in the corner. But I'm going to go round with a makeup brush just to smooth it in, just to finish it off. But just pat it in with your finger and then just smooth it around, and then you've got that definition in the corner. If you don't make that mistake, obviously you can go in with a darker eyeshadow. Now I'm using this mascara, and as you can see, I am very pleasantly surprised. I really did like this, and actually I thought it was better than the Tarte mascara that I bought at the start of the year that was a heck of a lot more expensive. So I was really pleasantly surprised. So I would highly recommend getting this particular mascara. Next up was the blusher, and I decided to go for the peachier toned one. Now, the only thing I didn't have was a blusher brush because they'd run out. So I did use my own on this one, but make sure you get all the brushes correctly. On the dual end of this one, I also used the highlight across my cheekbones up, making sort of a V shape. Then I used the highlighter of the porcelain down the front of my nose and a little bit of highlight on the end. And then I went in with the... Don't forget to actually go over with the foundation over your lips, just so you make them a really sort of bland colour before you go over with the colour. I went across with the lip pencil that I bought, and then with the lipstick as well. And then I think I may have put a little bit of lip gloss on. This was stunning and went on beautifully and glided on stunningly. So I was, oh yeah, I did. I went on with a little bit of lip gloss as well. I just put a little bit in and then just pursed my lips together just to finish it off. But really really pleasantly surprised. Now, I do believe you do get a glue, but I always think the glues, I've learnt this the hard way, are never good in the packets. So yeah, so I use my duo. Don't use the duo that is waterproof, because it's never any good. I thought the eyeliner, how they came out of the packet was really good, and not even the expensive ones do that. And I actually thought the eyelashes were really good. Cut them up, make sure you go from the outside first to measure them up with your eyes, but I'm telling you, these fit on really well. So the Poundland ones I didn't think were very good at all, but actually the Primark ones I was very, very pleasantly surprised. Again, they weren't hard as nails, and they sat on the eye really well, as you'll see in a moment, and they were easy to put on because they weren't as structured. You need that sort of non-structure to be able to put them on easy, to be able to sort of mould them to your eye shape, because what you find, if they have got too much of a structure, you can't actually get them on the eye because they just keep popping off, and especially if the glue isn't stable, then it just works out to be really poorly fit, and then you look like, I mean, I know you look like you've got false eyelashes on anyway if you're wearing false eyelashes, but you really do look like you've got false eyelashes. Always use tweezers. I do believe you can buy these in store, but I already had my own to put them on. This is one of my easy ways. You'll learn a technique of how you're going to put yours on and how easy it is for you, but this is the technique that I use. Next eye done, and then I topped it off with a bit of eyeliner on the top, so you're getting rid of any lines or any sort of wave that you might have on the eyelash to give you a perfect finish. Just finish off the eyeshadow as well, and I'm done. So I've now finished, and I am very, very pleasantly surprised. I have to tell you, there are some things that I will actually add to my basket. I don't think much of the cream eyeshadow, so there's a better cream eyeshadow in my Morphe package or my Tarte that I will use. I absolutely love their makeup brushes. I think they're fabulous. Their blusher was amazing. The highlighter was fantastic because I've been using that for a couple of years anyway. Amazing. Lip gloss, fantastic. And I am so utterly shocked at and I can't find it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? The mascara. Wow, wow. Oh, sweetheart, don't do that. Wow, wow, wow. So, my reflection on the Primark makeup is fantastic. Now, I obviously haven't done my eyebrows, and they may look a little bit funny to you at the moment. My eyebrows, obviously, I've just had microbladed, so I couldn't go over those, but I'm really, really pleasantly surprised with that. So I give thumbs up, and I would definitely tell you, obviously, I don't think the foundation, I think it's good, and I think it's a good everyday foundation because I wear a lot thicker foundation. So if you've never, and you don't like thick foundation, that is phenomenal. But I like my foundation a little bit thicker, and obviously I work on television, so I have it a little bit thicker for television. But if not on television and you don't want it thicker, then that is superb as well. I'd like to try all the other colours in this, so I will do. The pigmentation on that cream I thought could be a little bit better, so I don't think it's sat on as well. The rest of it I thought was fantastic. Obviously you saw the mistake that I made with the eyeliner. If you ever do that, you can always smudge it in, and you can see I've just gone a little bit darker into the corner now. It is a bit of a trick that you can do with just dark definition into the corners if you wanted to, but that is, I know it's not a natural look, but it's one of I never go pure natural with makeup anyway. I think it's because I've been in this industry for far too long with TV and stage work and the singing that I've done over the years. So that is a makeup that I would go out for a drink on a Friday night. Yeah, I love it. 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 Very, very, very chuffed. So thumbs up or thumbs down to Primark? Definitely a thumbs up, and there's going to be elements that I'm going to add to my collection. Thank you for watching. As always, don't forget to subscribe, and I love you lots, and I'll see you later. Bye.